Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for checking out another episode of the Optimized Webmedia podcast. We really appreciate you watching. And on today's episode, we're going to go through a number of news articles in the land of digital marketing. As you guys know, the landscape is quickly evolving, especially with the infusion of AI. And so it's always important to stay on top of the latest, greatest, to just stay relevant with respect to the strategies that are implemented today that makes a huge impact on businesses' marketing. And so, we hope to kind of, run through a number of kind of new and important news articles here. And so, thank you guys for watching. And so if you guys are tuning in on our YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe and like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are listening to us on Apple or Spotify or any other podcast platform, then please feel free to download our podcast and leave us a 5-star positive review. That really helps us get our content out to more people. And so with that said, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. So those that are tuning in to the podcast on our YouTube channel, you should be able to see the articles that I kind of run through. And so the first one is titled "How to Maintain Brand Visibility and Thrive as Search Evolves." This is an article in the Search Engine Journal, and essentially, as we know, Google's running a ton of, I guess you can say, experiments to incorporate AI in its search capabilities. And as that's being kind of ironed out, that can certainly impact, businesses, placement on its search engine. And so you always want to make sure that you are using the latest and greatest techniques, right? And so what we see is that, certainly, ChatGPT is gaining a lot of traction. This says approximately 2.9 billion monthly visits compared to Google's 130.1 billion, Facebook's 13.2, X's 4.1, and Amazon's 3.2 billion. Each platform kind of has their own, unique, content. Obviously there is a lot of overlap as well, but Amazon is known as the e-commerce platform. Facebook is a social media network platform. X is another one. Google is a search engine, and so ChatGPT is OpenAI's platform for AI. And so it says similar. We're seeing these major search engines and social media platforms incorporate generative AI into the user experience. What does this mean for your customers and prospects? Consumers can use new and existing platforms to interact with your content in a more natural conversation style. So how can brands maintain their visibility on the platforms and control how their content is understood in the face of generative AI? The answer boils down to three things: investing in great content, developing a content knowledge graph, having a growth mindset. And so investing in great content, certainly you want to make sure that the content that you have for your business really represents the brand message and vision and values of the company, right? And so you can really put that content out there using social media, your website. Google has a content knowledge graph that now you can actually incorporate, and it seems like there's I think that Microsoft probably will have it as well. And so if you can create a brand online, then you should be able to obtain that knowledge panel. And so you can actually claim that knowledge panel, and you'll just have to answer a couple questions to verify that you are the actual person or brand for that knowledge graph, right? And so you can also incorporate schema markups within your website, structured data within your website. You can do that quite easily if you're using WordPress, for instance. Having a growth mindset, third pillar is driving in the new world of AI and search in the mindset of your team. So how to leverage AI is going to be really important, because you can actually become very, very very proficient and efficient in your workflows, and you can actually automate many things with respect to marketing. I would say that you have to be cautious because you don't want to just copy and paste whatever the AI is giving you. You want to ensure that it has a natural human, natural voice to the content they're putting out, right? And so the next article is in the Search Engine Journal. Google's Revamped documentation shows 4 reasons to refresh content. So really important. So Google updated video SEO documentation shows 4 strategies for improving your content's effectiveness. What changed? The documentation that was updated relates to ranking web pages that contain videos. So the purpose of the documentation is to communicate best practices for optimizing videos for higher visibility in Google search results. So Google's changelog indicated that there were 3 major changes to the video SEO best practice page: clarified video indexing criteria, updated technical requirements, and added a new section about dedicated watch pages for each video. This is what the changelog shows, what was changed. And so 4 reasons to refresh content. So remove outdated content, improved information density, add fresh information, and update for brevity and clarity. So yeah, you want to try to be as concise, minimize fluff. That would in turn provide better user experience for your audience, right? And so there's a lot of ways to actually update your content. Even, for instance, blog posts. It's a great tactic is to go into analytics or Google Search Console and find the landing pages that are getting a lot of hits and a lot of traction and engagement. Then you can, if they're, for instance, a listicle that can be updated with more newer content, fresher content in the new year, then definitely do that and publish that as a new content piece. Next is another article in Search Engine Journal. Google confirms AI overviews affected by core updates. So there was actually a core update, I believe, in August, and the core update are broad changes to Google search algorithm and systems, typically rolled out several times a year. These updates are intended to improve the quality of search results by reassessing how content is evaluated and ranked. Google's most recent core update launched on August 15th is still rolling out. The company advises waiting until the update is finished before analyzing the impact. So definitely be on the lookout for that. You can look at your data within Google Analytics and Google Search Console, but just be mindful of the fact that the Google search algorithm is still updating, and typically it's best practice to just kind of wait until everything is kind of smoothed out, right, before you make any big changes. All right, the next article is in Search Engine Land survey. Google's update self-preferencing AI overviews are top SEO threats. So there's a lot of, clamor in the SEO space that they think that AI could kind of, overtake, SEO, threatens SEO, search engine optimization, organic search. To counter these threats, SEOs are focusing on content quality, EEAT, traffic diversification, and staying updated. So Google's favoritism of certain types of websites or itself in the form of search features and AI overviews are the biggest threats facing SEO consultants, according to the new survey from Allied Solis. SEO threats in 2024. Google's favoring its own services over external sites was the biggest threat. Other real SEO threats are the adoption of LLMs to search instead of Google, AI personalization and Google search results, and adoption of social platforms to search. To counter these threats, SEOs are saying that you should improve the quality of the content. Have high quality, valuable, engaging, helpful, and intent-based content, which is not new per se, as they mentioned here. EEAT, certainly, you want to focus on really relevant content that signal ranking that represents a collection of ranking signals related to content links and user interaction, traffic diversification, and staying updated. So, which you can do in part by signing up for Search Engine Land's daily newsletter. Yes, definitely always stay in terms, on the forefront in terms of the latest and greatest. Because, like I said, the landscape's continually changing, and I think that SEO is definitely changing. And in order to stay relevant as a SEO professional, SEO consultant, you need to evolve with the times. I mean, this is something that has always been a thing, with respect to SEOs. The next article is Search Engine Land, ChatGPT prompts for SEO, what you need to know. Here's what to keep in mind when creating prompts, plus examples of SEO-focused ChatGPT prompts to use in your day-to-day work. There's a lot of great prompts here for content creation optimization. A lot of stuff on ChatGPT prompt engineering strategy. Some key takeaways here: be clear and specific, define the scope, define the audience. So yeah, there's a lot of great things. This article, I definitely recommend it if you want to get some good examples with respect to ChatGPT prompts as it relates to SEO. Next article, Search Engine Land, Reframing SEO, why training search engines is the new game in the age of AI. SEO isn't dead, but optimization might be. So here's why search engine training better reflects our interactions with AI-powered search. Why optimization no longer reflects modern SEO. Once every 2 years or so since the coining of the phrase search engine optimization, almost 30 years ago, there comes a considered attempt. Okay. Yeah, there's always people saying that SEO is dead, right? And so I think that it's not dead. You want to definitely be aligned with AI for sure. Traditional SEOs are human intermediaries between our content and generative AI, and so there's that human element that is still required to ensure that the content has user intent and a natural voice to it, right? So definitely be keen on that for sure. All right, so basic reframing optimization to training. What does it mean to train a search engine in the context of what is now considered optimization? As an example, here are a few very basic ways to recalibrate our thinking. Keywords: train a search engine should know what our content is about linguistically. Content depth, length, reading level, topics, subtopics, and mixed media all help train a search engine for a level of trust that is high enough to appear at the top of list-generated results in the appropriate context. Internal links trains the engine on internal relationships to content within a website or domain and adds additional relationship context. External links trains a search engine about external relationships from other trusted websites, which in turn imparts a level of trust to the website for results generation. Schema trains the search engine to understand a further level of semantics. All right, and the last article here is reports Perplexity adds to launch in Q4. A pitch deck reveals new details about Perplexity's advertising plans, including video ads and sponsoring related questions. Ad categories where Perplexity ad will appear: arts and entertainment, finance, food and beverage, health, and technology. So there's going to be video ads, sponsored questions. So definitely be keen on learning more about that in Q4 of this year. And so with that said, that's it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Optimized Webmedia Podcast. And with that said, you're up to date in the world of digital marketing. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.